Gerry Turner announces new book, What to Expect from This, May 7, 2025. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Bachelor Nation news fans. Gerry Turner has announced a new book. However, there's a lot you can expect from this. This is not what fans expected from Gerry Turner. However, he wanted to share his entire story, and not just the one fans saw on reality TV. He has taken it upon himself to explain his life and how the Golden Bachelor actually went in the book. Keep reading to find out more about this situation. Gerry Turner living life to the fullest after diagnosis. Gerry Turner is known for being the first ever Golden Bachelor. He got married to Theresa Nist. However, only 3 months after their marriage was official, they filed for divorce. Gerry was diagnosed with cancer last year. However, they could not decide where to live, and Gerry did not want to move away after finding out his diagnosis. Now he is with a new woman who only lives 20 minutes away from him. The two hit it off, and they seem to be happier than ever. Gerry has been living his life to the fullest since being diagnosed with cancer. While he was not necessarily a favorite on television, fans do wish him the best. He announces new book, What to Expect. Gerry Turner is going to be releasing a new book. The book is called Golden Years, What I've Learned from Love, Loss, and Reality TV. The summary of the book reads, in Golden Years, Gerry chronicles his grief after Tony's death, his unbelievable experiences on The Golden Bachelor, and the life-altering lessons he took away from both. Rich with behind-the-scenes insights into filming the show and hard-won rules he lived by when putting himself back into the dating world, Golden Years tells Gerry Turner's complete story for the first time. Fans cannot wait to see what Gerry has to say in the book. It will hit the shelves on November 4, but is available for pre-order. It seems as though fans are going to get a glimpse into what his journey for love was actually like. He explained that there was more to the story than what was shown on television. Fans know that not everything is shown on TV. However, Gerry wanted people to know more about him and his experiences. This is why he has written a book and will be releasing it soon. What do you think about this? Are you going to read the book? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts on Gerry Turner announces new book, what he's really saying about love, loss, and that shocking split. America's favorite Golden Bachelor is putting it all on the page. When The Golden Bachelor aired, no one could have predicted that Gerry Turner, the charming silver fox from Indiana, would not only capture the hearts of millions, but also become a New York Times best-selling author in the making. Yes, you read that right. Gerry is writing a book, and not just any book. It's poised to reveal everything. From the heartbreaking end to his whirlwind romance with Theresa Nist to the emotional roller coaster of becoming the first Golden Bachelor, Gerry's upcoming memoir promises raw honesty, behind-the-scenes bombshells, and life-changing revelations. But what can readers actually expect? Is it a sob story, a redemption arc, a behind-the-scenes roast of Bachelor Nation, or something even juicier? We've got the inside scoop, the rumored chapter titles, what Bachelor Nation is already saying, and why this book might just change how you see Gerry Turner forever. Chapter 1. Golden Boy Blues. Gerry's honest take on overnight fame. Gerry's new book, reportedly titled Turning Gold, Love, Loss, and Letting Go, starts with a bang. According to publishing insiders, the first chapter dives deep into how the Golden Bachelor changed his life overnight. In candid passages, Gerry reportedly writes about the terrifying intimacy of falling in love on national television, and how he wasn't fully prepared for the tidal wave of attention that followed. One day, I was eating dinner alone in my recliner. The next, paparazzi were outside my daughter's house, he reportedly shares. Sources say he even addresses the overwhelming guilt he felt over moving on from his late wife, Tony, while the cameras rolled, something he's only briefly touched on in interviews. But in the book, he allegedly lays it all bare. Chapter 2, Theresa and Me, the love story that didn't last. One of the most anticipated parts of Gerry's book, a full chapter devoted to Theresa Nist. After getting engaged on national television and marrying live just weeks later, their split stunned fans. The couple announced their divorce barely 3 months after their televised wedding. But why? According to sources close to the book, Gerry finally spills the truth in this emotional chapter. "We were both trying to be perfect for each other, but forgot to be real," Gerry reportedly writes. He details the pressure of navigating their relationship under the public eye and reveals that their differences, especially about where to live, created a deeper rift than either admitted publicly. Even juicier, Gerry apparently addresses those rumors about a post-show relationship with a production assistant. He denies the gossip, but not without hinting that someone on the set became a surprising source of comfort. Let the speculation begin. Chapter 3. The Bachelor wasn't real, but my tears were. In a chapter that's already sparking chatter online, Gerry reportedly opens up about the produced reality behind a Golden Bachelor. "It's real emotion," he writes, "but it's a staged life." He talks about how producers guided emotional scenes, asked contestants to repeat lines, and even suggested when it was the right time to cry, but he stops short of blaming them. Instead, Gerry says the pressure to perform healing when he was still grieving was what nearly broke him. He describes filming as therapeutic and traumatic all at once, and according to an early reader, Gerry admits he still has nightmares about the overnight dates. Fans might finally get clarity on why he sent fan favorite Faith Martin home, something Bachelor Nation still debates. Chapter 4, The One I Never Got to Love, an ode to Leslie Fema. A chapter titled The One I Never Got to Love is already raising eyebrows. While Gerry never names names, Bachelor sleuths are convinced this is about Leslie Fema, the finalist Gerry sent home in a shocking twist during the finale. "She saw me. Not the TV version, not the grief, just me," he reportedly writes. If that isn't a poetic confession of regret, we don't know what is. There are reportedly emotional passages where Gerry admits he often thinks about the path not taken, and how sometimes doing what seems safe leads to heartbreak for everyone involved. Insiders claim Leslie has not been consulted about the chapter, and her team is not happy about it. Chapter 5. Life After Gold, The Empty House, the Headlines, and the Healing. Since his split from Theresa, Gerry's been living a quieter life, but this chapter shows it hasn't been easy. "I returned to an empty home with a full heart and no idea what to do with it," he reportedly writes. He talks about coping with public backlash, tabloid lies, and the sting of being seen as a failure after such a public love story. He even admits he once deleted all the wedding photos from his phone out of shame. In one striking anecdote, Gerry reveals he almost dropped out of a charity event because someone told him he ruined the idea of true love. His honesty in this chapter is already being praised by early readers, one calling it the emotional core of the entire book. Surprise chapter: Golden Girls and Second Chances, a Glimmer of Hope. Just when you think it's all heartbreak and regret, Gerry offers a surprise. In a newly added final chapter, sources say Gerry reveals he has gone on a few quiet dates, and he might even be seeing someone now. Love isn't lightning. It's a campfire. It takes time, warmth, and the courage to sit still with it, he writes. He doesn't name names, but fans are already speculating. Could it be someone from Bachelor Nation? A friend of a contestant? Or maybe someone new altogether? We may not know yet, but Gerry wants readers to know he's not done trying. And that, perhaps, is the most romantic part of all. Bonus section: Letters from the Women. Some are supportive, others not so much. In a never-before-seen edition, the back of the book reportedly includes letters written by several of Gerry's former contestants. Faith Martin, Sandra Mason, Susan Knowles, and even April Kirkwood contribute heartfelt notes, praising Gerry, reflecting on the experience, and offering their own wisdom. But the most jaw-dropping entry? A short but spicy message from a finalist who chose to remain anonymous, which insiders say might be Leslie. Some men wear gold, others simply polish the story. Ouch. What Bachelor Nation is saying. The reactions are rolling in, and they're mixed. Leslie FEMA's rep. We were not consulted on this chapter. Leslie stands by her journey and hopes her story will be respected. Faith Martin. I cried reading it. Gerry was vulnerable in a way I didn't see during filming. Susan Knowles via podcast. If you think the book is good, wait till you hear what didn't make the cut. Jess Palmer, host of The Bachelor. Gerry's book isn't just about love. It's about being human. I'm proud of him. And fans? They're already pre-ordering like crazy. What to expect from the book tour? Will he face Theresa? The upcoming Turning Gold book tour is set to begin this fall, with appearances scheduled in New York, Chicago, and yes, even Theresa's hometown in New Jersey. So what happens if they cross paths? Rumor has it the publisher has expressly requested Gerry not to comment on his ex-wife publicly during the tour, but we all know how those Q and As go. If there's a live microphone and an audience, anything can happen. Is this the beginning or the end of Gerry's public life? Gerry Turner's book feels like a farewell, but sources close to him suggest otherwise. Apparently, several producers are already pitching Golden Bachelor, Second Chances, a spin-off where older contestants who didn't find love return for one last try. And guess who's reportedly being considered as a mentor or co-host? That's right, Gerry. So while the book may close one chapter, another may be just beginning. And Gerry Turner's memoir, Turning Gold, Love, Loss, and Letting Go is part confession, part love letter, and part warning. About what it means to find yourself, lose everything, and keep trying anyway. It may not give you the fairy tale you expected, but it might give you something better, the truth. In Bachelor Nation, that's rarer than a rose.